Hi everyone, this is Jim Jeffries. Eddie isn't here. This originally was going to be a Moncast podcast that we started off, but then I was meant to be the guest and I dominated conversation. So now it's just a regular podcast. Enjoy.
Don't forget to go to our website, JimandEddieTalkShit.com, and donate. And follow us on Facebook fan page. Go to Twitter. Jim and Eddie are both on the JimandEddieTalkShit.com site. You can see their feeds.
Jim and Eddie at yahoo.com. Send emails.
Check out the pictures, leave comments.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
Flickr.
Also, I've got a new CrossFit video out there. I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's on the ether.
It's on Ether?
It's in the ether.
It's in the ether.
Oh,
it's out there.
I thought that was like a site I hadn't heard of yet. You never know.
Why isn't Lindsay here?
She is out of town.
She rang me up for Christmas.
I didn't know Australians celebrated Christmas.
I emailed you.
Huh?
I want Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay's got nicer tits and she's much more friendly and she likes everyone.
Oh, wait, Jim.
Throw
If
you
it was
over my
Lindsay
shoulder.
versus Lalit, who do you help?
I would tear them both apart.
Before or after masturbating?
Now you go over there, and just calm down, come back and shake each other's hands. Now kiss. Kiss each other. Kiss each other gently. Now play with Lindsay's boobs. Don't worry about playing with the leads. Don't worry, just focus on Lindsay's boobs.
Both of you.
Oh yeah, both of you. Oh.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit.
Hello, everybody. This is Jason Hour, the Hour of Power, and we've got...
Sounds so depressed, Jason.
Yeah, more energy.
Pick it up a little,
Hey, can you not talk right now? I was going to bring you in, but you just can't wait your turn, can you?
Bringing it back to you, Jason.
So we got Andrew Furtado.
Hello.
Furtaco, Ray Roy, Machete, Chris the Mute, Lilit, no Lindsay tonight, no Shapiro, and
Our very special guest.
we got a very special guest in the name of one Jim Jeffries.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for having us on your couch.
That's all right. I don't really own the couch. Isn't Eddie meant to be getting rid of the couch?
He said he was going to eBay it.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
What's going to be the new couch? Have you guys been looking?
Him and his girl, I think, have got their eye on something. Yeah.
Oh, the couch.
Something pretty.
What color?
They're gonna deck out the house.
Now I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Jason, about your Christmas podcast. What the fuck was that all about? I'm in Australia, and I go, "Oh, there's a podcast," and I listen to it. And it's just you singing songs. Why?
I had to.
Why?
Eddie just wanted me to do it, and he was very adamant about it. And
But why did he want you to do it?
he didn't really say.
The best part
He
about
just said, "This is my idea, and this is what I want to do."
I actually showed up I think a day or so after that happened, and Jason was just depressed. I was like, "So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna fill some time? What are we gonna do?" And he's like, "I just had to sing a bunch of Christmas songs." So
I had never
I'm not-
played any of those songs before, dude.
Yeah,
I was playing
before,
it
there
off.
was no rehearsal at all. I came in and I saw
It was stressed out.
he was a little stressed out.
I would really like to hear the stats on how long, because you know how they go, people normally cut
yeah,
off the
we
show at
should
30
pull that
minutes.
up.
How long that people lasted through that podcast before they went, "Oh, this is just Jason singing."
Well, as of today, 10,000 people downloaded it. They probably thought it was a great, you know what I mean?
I can only
special,
imagine
and we're so pissed off.
how many of those people also felt like the people on the Facebook page who were like, I like the one comment the guy said. He said, I woke up on Christmas morning and saw that there was a new podcast from Jim and Eddie. I was so excited. I ran to the computer like a kid on Christmas. And then it opened with a song from Jason. And I was like, well, this can't be. Okay, well, maybe it's just an intro. And then there was another one. And then there was another one. Fuck you guys.
I think we probably lost some listeners there, but I don't like people with such bad attention spans.
We're going to get him back with this.
Although I
not
tell you
good.
what, I have been listening to the Steve Jobs book, and I think he would have been a bit of an asshole to work for.
Oh yeah, total ass.
Every sign points to him being a complete dick. But you do have to give him credit where it's due. He did change technology and blah, blah, blah.
Did he make people sing Christmas songs agast their will?
Probably.
He wasn't.
He made the whole company sing along on Christmas.
He wasn't a tyrant. No, I don't understand why Eddie wanted you to sing Christmas. What was the rationale?
He thought it would be a gag on the fans. That'd be
Yeah, I
funny.
got a
I
lot
think
of
it was
negative emails about it.
I think it was an Andy Kaufman-esque funny thing because it's funny that they were all pissed off because they all thought, but it's not funny for them to laugh.
Eddie told me that he was cracking up on the fact that you said you kept on going with the what was that song?
Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells.
I sang it over
He
and
sang
over
it.
and
He
over
looped
and
the
over
Jingle
and over
Bells for like
again.
4 minutes.
Because you know the
One
internet
verse.
sucks. Okay, when I was a kid, I got the vinyl Christmas songs that I grew up on, like Bing Crosby, Sinatra, all that, the classics, Bob Hope.
Who?
Okay, so anyways,
You never heard the Kazakhs?
those songs are elaborate songs, and they have like 4 verses, and there's all this. You pull up the fucking songs on the internet, and they got 1 verse, all of them. We looked at so many. And also the time constraint that we were working under to get it done.
I gotta give
Well,
you
you're
some credit,
saying the
though.
sheet music had 1 verse?
They didn't have all the verses, and then that one, there's a Rudolph. I don't know if this is the original one, but the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer one had a whole verse about revenge and go fuck yourselves. And this-
Are you talking about the cunty one that goes, had a very shiny nose, like a light bulb? And if you
no, they didn't say like a
I
light
wish.
bulb.
you would
But-
say it goes like Pinocchio. All
No,
of
we
the
didn't do
other
that.
Reindeers used to laugh and call him.
That like stuff.
They never let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games like Monopoly.
No.
Whoever the fuck did that one,
Well, no.
and that one became the norm for a while.
No, that like Monopoly thing, that I've never heard that until
You
now.
haven't? Oh yeah,
I've heard
that's
that.
the one I
That's
learned.
It's the equivalent of people going cha-cha-cha.
But if you
between-
watch the show, the Rudolph Shiny New Year, and they sing that song, there's none of that in there.
Yeah,
No,
it's
because
not in there. It's just
that's
an
from the
add-on.
1960s.
Yeah, but that's the only one I knew.
joke.
That's the only one I knew, but about 1990, someone swept in and started putting like Monopoly, like Pinocchio.
Was it The Simpsons?
Like a light bulb. No. There was like a version of it, and that became the norm.
I hated it.
You didn't know it until just now.
Well, if I knew about it, I'd hate it.
You only found out.
I may have just remembered because of
Like
that story.
They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer.
So
games,
Jingle
like being
Bells-
hunted.
Because Jingle Bells got like a story to it, and they only had 1 verse on the thing, so I just did that over and
And you
over
did
and
some other
over and
ones?
over.
I just heard Fiona Apple do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to Roxanne by the Police. It was awesome.
That was a whole lot.
Fiona
of names.
Apple, there's a woman who never reached her potential.
Yeah.
They talked of her like she was gonna be something fucking
Well,
special.
I think she blew her wad when she was on the MTV Movie Awards and kind of just said, "Fuck you, this is all bullshit, and you're all bullshit," and then like walked off, and everybody was kind of
no, she was obviously
all right.
on drugs, and in
Yeah,
her head,
yes.
what she thought was she
An
went,
anorexic.
she goes, you should never ruin moments in time to make a statement. You know, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking tell the world, this is all bullshit. Don't believe in, she was talking about celebrity and all that being bullshit. I sort of get where she was coming
Vetter
from,
did that too.
but she didn't phrase it very well at all, and she was obviously out of her skull.
yeah.
Well, she was singing, Rudolph, you don't have to turn off the red light.
Oh, I get it.
I thought you just meant it was in the tune.
Oh,
I miss Lindsay.
It was
Can we boo Lilith now?
No.
that's a Lindsay thing.
If
Don't
she does
take-
that again, can we boo her?
No.
Why do you know?
You
What's
can only boo people who have boobs.
So we have to boob her first.
So we can boo you.
I think I'm the only one that's allowed to do that.
And for Taco,
Yeah, we
he's
can-
got boobs too. Machete's got boobs.
Oh,
No, Machete doesn't have boobs. What's a Far Side Christmas like? What happened?
I woke up and I opened a gift with my roommate under our Christmas tree. I got him a bowl, and I got a sweater,
Yeah.
and it was nice. And then I Skyped with my mom.
Your
And
roommate
then-
bought you a sweater,
No, my mom bought me a
Oh,
sweater.
okay.
My roommate got me nothing.
and you got him a bowl.
I got him a bowl.
How
and now
nice
he
was
feels
this
like-
bowl?
Oh, man.
Did your mother knit this sweater?
No, it
Oh,
seems
that's
like
good.
no, it's one of those bowls, the O bowls. It's it's got a swoop on it, so the milk goes on the bottom, and then the cereal goes on the top, and then you swoop it down, and it's like
Oh, not like a pot bowl.
not like a
Oh,
pot bowl.
like a bowl that you eat out
like a
of.
food bowl.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
But then I just watched Christmas Vacation, and then I went to bed.
all right,
and I woke
I'm
up.
sorry. My stepdad loves that movie, and I
Fucking love it.
cannot stand it.
I love that
kidding me?
movie.
Is that something? That,
Honey, look at the lights. I love that film.
Is that just me?
Yeah,
No, it's
I
just
hate
you.
that
It's-
film.
Wait,
It's
hold on,
'cause they're
Machete.
all-
Machete, do you hate that movie as well?
No, I don't. I like it actually.
No.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
not
it's
just
just gotta be
Mexicans.
me.
It's just you.
Everyone enjoys that film
fucking Republicans.
except for Mexican Republicans.
Mexican
So-
Republicans.
Mexican
hate that
Republicans
movie.
So
hate.
just me. Okay, all right.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
We've established.
I'll tell you what I got for Christmas. This is my mother, God bless her, was in hospital for Christmas. So it was weird. It was my first Christmas back in like whatever, how many years. And I stayed at my brother's place. And what I got for Christmas was my mother gave me a mug with the Australian flag on it. Whereupon my dad said, "You like that? You can take that back to America with you, and that'll be a conversation starter."
I love your dad.
People will say things to you like, "What's that flag?" And then you can tell them. And then you've got a friend. and he meant that like, and I go, but they're already in my house drinking coffee. I think I'm already friendly with them. I've already started a conversation with these people. Like, when did it get to the stage where I had to make friends with novelty mugs? Plus, I've got the Jim Jeffries cunt mug. That's a huge conversation starter.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Why have you got the word cunt on your mug? I made them. Would you like to borrow? Like, that's something. But the Australian flag mug, I think most people know what the Australian flag looks like. I don't think people are looking at it like, oh, what is that, Spain? You know, so that's one of the gifts. Then the other gift, my big box, where I thought, oh, I'm in for something good here. I open it up. It was a dog, a fluffy toy dog with ears that pointed up and a Christmas hat with a bell on the end. The Christmas hat stuck up. And you pressed his paws and he went from side to side and went, "You know, you make me want to shout, kick my heels up and shout." Not even a Christmas song, right? And the ears would flap up and bash the bell, so it would ching like that. Oh God, we had a lot of fun.
Did you bring it back?
Well, see, this has been a real point of conjecture in the family. I didn't bring it back.
You should have faked it. You
I
should have
gave
brought
it-
it to the airport and trashed it.
I gave
Give
it
it to a
I gave
kid.
it to my niece because I knew she would enjoy it more. And
That's
my mother's
nice.
went, "You're not going to take that back. You'll have a little Christmas ornament for next time." No, I just couldn't.
Well, you should say for next Christmas, it's here for me.
Yeah, I say I'll come back, and then I'll come back, and then the kids will be playing. I'll go, "Where's my dog? Get my dog out. I want to see it. That fell in the pool, Uncle Jim. Oh no, the dog's broken. Anyone want to talk about my mug?"
The amazing part is that they're gonna have to get past the Australian accent and not put it together with the Australian flag mug. They won't be able to connect those dots.
Oh, you know, I'll yeah, but the thing is also that I'll have to be like, yeah, I'll go. This is a mug that I got to represent who I am. They might take my green card away from me just because I have the mug, because it doesn't seem like I'm loyal. Right? And what I did for my father turned 70 just recently, and as an extravagant gift, I bought my father a 42-inch flat screen TV, which he never had.
Was it a Westinghouse?
It was Panasonic.
Oh, good brand.
Oh, good brand.
Not too bad. My parents got a Panasonic special Blu-ray player that also was the telly top box that could record and stuff, and that was very expensive as well. Anyway, this is the thing, right? So my dad, I've got a mate, right, who runs an electrical department in Australia, and I was going to get one for cost price, right? And then what I was going to do is I was going to claim it on my taxes and go, I had this TV for when I went on tour to put it at the back of the stage to use PowerPoint on or something like that, right? So I was going to get it for cost price and I was going to claim it on my taxes. I was going to get this thing for fucking nothing, right? I had it all figured out. I get there and the TV's all up and sitting on the thing, and my dad goes, "You owe us $1,000. It's already set up in the house." So this lovely Christmas gift just turned out to be a handful of cash, like for his 70th birthday. There you go, happy birthday. Oh. And then Mum goes, "What do you get? What do you get? What do I get for when I turn 70?" I go, "I assume it's $1,000 cash." That's what you all get.
What'd you do with the chocolates?
This is the thing. My mother, I assume she won't hear this, so my brother will dob me in like he always does. And if you're listening and Mum hears about this, then you can't keep lying that you don't tell her things. Because if she hears this now, because she doesn't know how to download a podcast and she's in the hospital, you're fucking lying. So anyway, this is what happened was, right? My mother, I bring back C's chocolates, and my mother falls on a plate. I know, it's fucking, it's up. This is the whole thing. She's carrying along a plate with a walking stick. She's got to be moving less than a mile an hour. We're talking slow and like breathing like, and walking along with a walking stick and a fucking plate. Now there's a cuckoo clock, and she likes cuckoo clocks. There's a cuckoo clock in the hallway, and she must have walked past it on the hour, because this thing startled her. A little bird comes out with cuckoo like that, scared the shit out of her. She turns around to look at it. She probably turned around at 2 miles an hour, like a real sudden turn, and she got dizzy from that, right? She fucking falls over. Now she's holding a plate, not even a plate, just a saucer, a small little plate that goes.
Their chocolates are on it right now?
No chocolates are on it. No, they're eating.
I thought she was sprinting towards the chocolates with a plate.
She's having a sugar rush probably.
Wait, so she got into them.
Yeah, no. This is they were Christmas. There's other chocolates in the house. Don't think they're the only chocolates. They're the special chocolates. Right? So something's happened. The cuckoo clock's gone off. For the Australian listeners, it used to be a John Laws clock, who was a famous radio DJ from the 1950s that she won a clock from for ringing in. That one's still hoarded away in the caravan in the backyard. So anyway, so the cuckoo clock goes off. She turns around. The plate drops on the ground. She goes, oh, fuck, the plate's dropped on the ground. She falls. Her kneecap smashes into the plate. And all the shards of porcelain go up into her fucking kneecap and up into her thigh. 50-something stitches. This happened 3 weeks ago. She's still in the fucking hospital, and they might take a leg off her because she just doesn't heal up properly.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I've been home for years. I'm like, oh, fuck me. She's fallen on a fucking plate. So I go visit her every day. She's not allowed to have the chocolates in the hospital. Dad said she's not getting any fucking chocolates in the hospital. She can't have those because she's not meant to be having them. The nurses and stuff will just look at her stupid if we... And so she made me bring in a bag of chocolate buttons, Cadbury chocolate buttons. And she said to me, she goes, I need those in case I get hypotax. The hypotax is when your blood sugar gets too low, when you're diabetic, when there's too much insulin in you, and you got to drink some soda really quickly. You got to eat some chocolate really quickly to get your levels back up.
Yeah.
And I said, but Mum, you're in a hospital. There's no better area for you to be in. They know what to do.
They give you some
You
juice.
hit the emergency button. They've got stuff ready to go. Special stuff.
How good would it be if they ran in there with Cadbury chocolate buttons?
No. She went, I don't like the stuff they give me. Just bring me the fucking buttons. So we go in. I'm a poor mum. I feel sorry for her. We go in and one day she's eating. Now, hospital food sucks balls. We all know that. Having a bit of chicken with a bit of carrots, a bit of peas. It's all covered with gravy. And she's eating. She goes, I can't eat another bite. And then for dessert, they gave her a strawberry cheesecake. And she could eat another bite of that, though.
Yeah.
There was still enough space for the strawberry cheesecake, right? So she's eating the strawberry cheesecake. And the fucking nurse comes in. And I go like this. I go, who the fuck's giving my mum fucking strawberry cheesecake? And the nurse checks her chart and goes, you're meant to be on a diabetic diet. And she grabs the cheesecake like, oh, you're fucking like this. The doctor said I could, right? And she looked at me like, you little fucking bastard. So that was Christmas.
Yeah.
I visited my friend in the hospital when I went home to visit home. He fell on a skateboard and was in a coma for 2 days. He came out. And I went to go visit him, and I don't know why, but I felt somewhat optimistic about getting food because he asked me if I wanted to stay for lunch. And I went down, and I went looking through the stuff. I'm like, oh, salad, that's okay. And I went, ooh, ribs! And I saw they had ribs, and I got excited about ribs. And then I had them, and I was like, not as good as I thought it were going to be. I don't know why I was optimistic about it.
These were hospital
Oh,
ribs?
hospital
ribs. I was in a hospital.
I thought there was going to be a bit where you fell and over.
Oh, no.
And then the ribs had too much sugar in the sauce, and now you got diabetes.
I fell on the bones, and the bones went straight into my bones and fused some weird
And
weird
now,
bones.
you're like Wolverine.
And now I'm like Wolverine, except I just come out with ribs. They sheath ribs.
It tastes awesome. It tastes great.
I'm like I'm like the new
Ribberine.
Hooters.
No, they don't taste that good.
I fucking bust through walls at
That's his
Chili's.
superpower. He's got like mediocre tasting rib blades.
They're just okay. They're just okay.
I find the hospital, the one in Australia, was really run down. Most hospitals in Australia are really good, but this one was on its last legs. It was like
Yeah. I mean,
it was
a dog in
like
there, man.
fucking Kabul.
can you go pay attention to that thing? Leave it on the leash, though.
Yeah, don't take its cone off its head.
Well, that's the other one.
Don't be a piece of shit.
So let's go over everyone's Christmas. What did you do, Lindsay? What was your Christmas?
Getting Lindsay off your cock now, or what?
I don't get it.
I don't understand that
I'm
statement.
keeping it until New Year's. She's implying that I've had sex with Lindsay.
Oh.
Well,
I don't understand that.
I would
don't know if you
remember
have or
that.
not.
But you know all the rumours that me and you have had sex and we haven't. So, there's going to be
Yeah,
rumours around
but
town.
she walks around you like she's drooling over something
Oh,
going
you
on in
think
those
she- you
pants.
think
She's
She's
thinking
like-
about food.
Well, she did just
Sausage.
break up with Twitchy.
She broke up with Twitchy.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
I
let's
don't.
put that
Lindsay
out
doesn't
there.
listen. Lindsay doesn't listen. So
No, that's true.
I
She
think we
listens.
can.
She just-
Ironically, she,
Yeah.
See,
Ironic-
people say that. I honestly don't listen because I'm retarded, but like,
I don't listen. I listen sometimes. I listen about one every three.
I have to
think.
because I do quality control.
Yeah, there were. Yeah.
is that,
I do because I
is that
like
what
you.
you're putting out quality?
But
No, I'm controlling
but
it.
Twitchy was off with another woman.
Yeah, she caught him on a date or something.
She
like
caught
that.
him on a date.
Wow.
Then she beat his ass.
Caught him on a date. He was outside smoking. This is how the story goes. He was outside having a cigarette, and she goes, "Why the fuck are you here? I thought you were home sick." And he was like, "Oh." And then she pulled his phone out and saw maybe a text message, or there was some bit of evidence that she had for sure. And so then she punched him in the face.
Nice.
Damn.
All right, well done.
That's nice.
Hats off to her.
So that's no more Twitchy. So
And then,
who wants?
and then Twitchy went back to dinner with Elite.
Now we can.
And he paid.
Now we can all race to see who can bang Lindsay first.
It's
Or
gonna
Twitchy.
not be me. I was, to be fair, I was the only one who actually said I would fuck her when we were here between you and her. And
Are you sure about that?
no,
Well,
I wasn't
there's-
the only one, was I? No.
I
Chris,
said it. I said it as
Chris
well.
said he would too.
I would.
So there's
I
three.
absolutely
Oh
would.
no, it wasn't a matter. It wasn't a matter of if you would or wouldn't. It was a choice between
Lilith
her,
or
her and
Lindsay.
Elite.
Yeah, I like someone with a happy demeanor. So yes, Lindsay every time.
You make me sound like a horrible person, and you hate on me.
No, I don't
Yeah,
hate
you
on
do.
you.
And
I
I've
don't
done
hate
nothing
on
but
you.
good things for you, Jim.
What?
I love you.
But you are just sucking
Yeah,
on
I gotta-
Lindsay's tits all
yeah,
day
I'll go
long,
get
and
it.
she's just
Oh,
fucking.
that's
Because she
sucks
has
back.
tits.
Yeah, I gotta know.
Yeah. If
Her
you-
boobs are
If
fantastic.
you
Look.
had tits, I'd be
No.
nice to you too.
Oh.
No, I'm only joking. I don't hate on you. I think you're lovely. I always stick up for you when people say mean things.
Like when? What
no,
about when you say
look,
that, Jim?
it doesn't matter. it doesn't matter. You're not in the room, but I say a lot of nice things when the rest of them turn on you. So what did you do for Christmas, Lindsay? Lilith.
Jim, why do you gotta do this to me?
Because I'm being funny. I'm funny.
So
Yeah.
when she comes in, will you call her Lilith? When I'm not around?
I call her whenever you're not around.
In the middle of sex, he calls her Elite.
On one of the episodes, though, Jim did call Lindsay Lilith.
Oh,
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
Twice.
Whenever I have sex with Lindsay,
Yeah,
I
that
call her
Freudian
Elite
slip.
and hold her on to see how long she lasts.
While
thing is-
screaming rodeo.
The thing is, she actually slides on a little bit more. with a big Italian wet muff of hers. Anyway, speaking of big muffs, Lilith, what did you do for Christmas?
Well, my Christmas, I just went back home to Glendale, to Little Armenia.
I could have swore you were gonna say Armenia.
Kicked it with the parents, and
Kicked it with the parents. What is Christmas like in Armenia?
Nobody dies.
The de-threading of the
The
braids.
Turks want to kill us.
They all shave.
No, it's,
They tie
you know,
the youngest child
we have
to a
Christmas
stake
trees.
and make
We
him fight
actually
the
have
rest of the family.
2 Christmases.
That was 2 Christmases ago.
Yeah.
We have 2 Christmases. The Armenian Christmas is January 6th.
They
so
just time-
that's the whole
they just
They
shebang.
time-
don't even want to have the same fucking Christmas. What is
It's
that
the
all
old
about?
calendar,
Wait.
and Germany uses the old calendar.
Well, this is the new world.
They just tie meat products to the baby and throw it into
Don't
the
we live
dog
in the new
and
world?
say, "Let's see how it will do."
you live in another
the
world,
Kurgan.
Jason.
Wait, which one is the dog?
The dog is doing well. No, that's not the dog.
Will he eat it or will he fuck it? Merry Christmas, everyone.
Just like that.
And then they throw a goat out of a tower.
So I've always pictured it.
Then they all go home
I
and watch
love the
movie
Armenian
Batty
holidays.
I had,
Bet you all that free food.
I had an American girl text me at Christmas and go, "What are you doing for Christmas?" I said, "I'm having dinner with my family," and she said, "Do you have turkey or some type of Australian bird?" And so, no, she meant it. And so I wrote, well, of course I have emu. She goes, I've never had emu. And then I said, I'm eating the wing. My nephew always gets the neck. Because you American people are stupid. My dad's taken to feeding birds as like a lifestyle choice.
What does he feed them? Does he feed them crumbs?
The emu joke is broken,
I
Jason.
have got to meet your dad, dude. He's slipping and he's awesome.
Oh, he's loving it. He's loving it. What he does is we live in the national park and we have a lot of exotic birds. Coringo National Park, we have a lot of exotic birds: lorikeets, cockatoos, galahs, king parrots. So anyway, they all rock up at the same fucking time. They know that Dad's going to put some feed out there at 4. And if he doesn't put feed out there, they're standing at the front of the glass doors like, what the fuck? Like really beautiful, exotic-looking birds. It's not like feeding pigeons. These are fucking real animals that you have. Right, but then he gets them on his finger and he comes in and he stands in the house like, I'm Birdman. And then lets them fly around till one of them shits. Then he gets angry at all of them and kicks them out. Right, but it's not just that. He's named them all. So there's Bubble and Squeak, which are the 2 lorikeets that show up. And then there's Popeye, which is a king parrot. But Popeye's called Popeye because one of his eyes seems to stick out the side of his head a little bit too much. So he's called Popeye. There's another one called Henry because he's a king parrot because King Henry. Dad thinks that's very humorous. And then there's another one. There's a galah called, I don't know. Anyway, they all know Dad. And I'll tell you how Australian we've got now. We have a wallaby that now is on the land, and this sounds like I'm making it up, and there's Australians back home going, fuck off, there's no wallabies in Sydney just walking around the street. I'll tell you what there is, and I thought they did pellet shits, but this thing is doing shits like humans. Either that or my dad's doing shits under the balcony. Because kangaroos do little pellety type shits, like a fucking, I don't know, but this thing's doing human turds under the balcony.
I just want to
Did you
imagine
like that
that's your
video
dad
I sent
instead.
you, Jim?
So do I. It's much more fun.
Did you get that video I sent you?
What was the
The
video?
Australian
Yeah.
with the penis painter. He was painting with his penis.
This dude was painting
what?
with his cock.
I thought you'd like.
Is
that.
that an
I
Australian
do
thing?
I
Yeah.
do that, but it's more a Jackson Pollock type of thing.
And he only has the one color paint.
Oh no, it depends. Depends if I'm a bit under the weather. I can get a bit of red.
I had a nightmare. I came bloody cum, and it was scary.
I've done it once, the bloody cum.
Oh.
A little bit of blood at the end.
I've
yeah.
never seen that.
I'm gonna go ahead and count myself lucky for have never experiencing that.
Dude, what's that all about? What did you find out why?
I have blood and cum.
For taco?
No, I didn't have. It was in a dream.
I already
So do you think your roommate's
I was
gonna
in
get you
a
a late
dream.
present or
no, my roommate.
Yeah, mine was in a dream too.
wait, you dreamed that you
I
ejaculated
dreamt that
blood?
I ejaculated blood.
So you
Okay,
didn't
that doesn't-
ejaculate
that
blood.
doesn't
No.
count.
No, I had a
No,
bit that
that's
had
like-
like a
I just
drop of
know
blood
in
in it,
my
making
head what
like
it
a
looked
pink
like.
colour. Just a drop of it. And I went and saw the doctor and he said, "Oh, you've been
Infection?
drinking too much. You've been doing this."
Was this before or after you saw Antichrist? Did you see that?
Oh yeah, that was
Ugh.
after. It was after.
Have you seen that movie,
Antichrist.
Jim? Antichrist?
I've
Lars
learned the
von
film.
Trier?
Look, I don't know if you've been listening, Jason, but I've fed birds and there's a fucking
No, it's been out for years.
There's a wallaby and my mum's in hospital. I've been fucking busy.
You're not missing anything. That movie sucks.
It's been out for
Yeah, it
years.
was awful.
There's a scene in
Hey,
it
the
where-
mute just said something.
I know. look,
Hey,
I talk.
Chris, everybody.
We were trying to figure out if the mute was going to be podcast worthy, but
I have my own podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
He does.
Yeah. It competes with Marcel Marceau's podcast.
Yeah.
And it's not because he's a mime, just because he's fucking dead.
Well, I think he's beating us, but
With jokes like that, I don't see you're not number one.
my point was that we.
So what
called
did you
the
do?
mute.
What did you do for Christmas?
I went to my sister's and my brother's.
Oh, you couldn't go to your parents.
No, I couldn't go to the parents. I have a stepdad though.
Jim, oh, jeez.
His mum's dead and all that.
Heroin
You
kid.
know,
exactly.
you
Don't
can't
do it.
knock the heroin, baby.
He came out pretty good. Was your hand bigger than your face?
Don't.
No, not at all.
Oh,
Why?
good. Yeah, okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that.
That's a
What does
back
that
of the
mean?
bus move to get
That's a
pop
back of the
someone
bus
in the
move to
face.
pop him in the face.
Yeah, I was talking about fetal alcohol syndrome. Thank you, Machete.
Oh,
yeah.
she's gonna hit me. in the
Retard.
head.
Is
Oh,
your-
so it started with an actual test.
Is your
Is what
your
you're
hand
saying.
bigger than your face?
and it
like
turned
it is,
into a
actually,
game in the
almost.
schoolyard.
You know what I've never understood about that game? I could have just kicked you in the head. But instead, I
Yeah,
have
he
to have
just-
your hand smash you in the face.
But I went to
I'm really upset you today, haven't I? Really?
Yeah.
Enough of your Christmases. You've had too many happy Christmases. Tell us about the one where your mum died.
Oh, that was 3 days after Christmas.
Ah, that would have ruined
it.
New Year's.
That did. Yeah, that did.
I bet you had all those decorations up. You're like, this is ruined. You're wearing those funny 2006 glasses.
Were you sitting in your room just going, Happy New Year?
I don't remember, but I was not.
Hey.
What?
Old acquaintances shouldn't be forgotten.
Oh my goodness.
I was.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Words your mother would never hear.
Yeah, well.
No, she heard it. Never hear again.
Never
The
hear
joke
again.
goes, Lily.
Oh.
God.
I'm
She
gonna
would
fuck
have
up.
heard. She would have had some plenty good news. She knew how to party. She was a smack addict.
Yeah. No, she was. Yeah, she partied a lot. She did. I often say that, like, I got my partying out in the third trimester. Because, like, I don't have to party in college. I already did it.
Her womb must have been like, you know, when they try to act like psychedelic on the TV, but just doing rainbows and making someone's hands like the thing with drugs is you can take drugs, but they can never quite portray it right in film.
No.
They can give it a go. There's a moment with, like, in Chopper when he's on speed and they're talking a bit quick and they're sort of looking and it's shuddering around a bit. They almost have it, but it's still not quite there. Anyway, I imagine your womb would have been like that.
Yes.
From what you remember.
From what I remember, it was awesome. It was free drugs, and now I have to pay for them, so it sucks.
Psychedelic.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Mom.
Hey, you're not enjoying yourself? Go to the psychedelic womb. you just fucking reach up his dead mum's fucking cunt. You pull out a Jim Hendrix poster.
She was a prostitute, right?
Yeah.
Lindsay!
Fuck
I meant that sincerely and endearingly.
Yes, we know that, and that's why we're
Talks
booing
about
you.
Yeah. No, she was. Yeah, she was.
I was trying to set him
Anyway,
up for
so
a
what did you do?
joke.
You went to your brother and
Guys,
sister's
it's called
place. I'm
the
sorry for
Ollie.
teasing you. I'm sorry. I won't do it
No,
again.
that's what I
He'll do it again.
I respect that. I went to my brother and sister's, and my brother is doing really well, and he bought us all Apple TVs, like the little devices.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, he's a director. He directs like music videos or something.
He said he got me a gift. I'm seeing him tomorrow.
You got to get an HDMI cable. Machete informed me that they don't come with it.
Suck a cock.
Oh, that sucks.
Wait,
We have plenty
there's
of that.
Apple products out
Yeah,
there
but
where
it's
you
like
have to buy
$10.
accessories?
Yeah.
What?
What? That's
Oh,
not
they're-
what? No
They're
way.
amazing.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
So did you get an HDMI cable for it yet?
So wait a minute. 3 days after Christmas. That means this is the anniversary of your mum dying today.
Oh shit! Is that today?
No, it's the 29th. We're good.
Okay.
That was yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday, so you definitely forgot.
3 days after Christmas.
like, if on the 29th you're going, oh shit, is that today? I imagine you're not going, oh yeah, that was yesterday.
No,
That's
I don't.
good.
I don't know. Well, because it was like 9. I barely knew
yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I don't even. It's like not a big deal.
There must be plenty of ways.
You
to
were too
celebrate.
young to party with.
I celebrated. I took coke and had a hooker last night. So
Oh wait, you can get those.
that's how to remember. What? Like by a candle vigil. It wasn't like fucking stupid.
I always wanted to go to a prostitute. Never been.
Me neither.
But I was.
Wait a
dramatic?
minute. You've been.
Oh, I know.
You've been deeper inside one than any of us have.
That's true.
I've never had someone who's a pro at sex. I've always.
You
had
should
sex
do
with-
that. You should do that on stand-up. You should go, I'd like to be inside a prostitute again.
That would be great. No.
So, Furtado, Farside, you were going to tell us about when you got a hooker?
No, I never got a hooker. I wanted to get a
He
hooker.
keeps telling stories about things that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rib.
Look at me. I don't.
Now
need
the-
of our show?
I had a dream
About ejaculating blood. What is going on over there, dude?
I don't do much.
Step up the program, Farside.
Okay.
I was going to
Well,
make.
chastising him is going to help.
I was going to make it the Jim and Farside show, but the audition's off. You can't just come in with make-believe stories.
No, they're all.
I had a friend that
They're all real
had a
thoughts.
cat with a hat. And this cat with a hat
Okay.
caused a lot of trouble. And it could have been a book.
I've had stuff happen to me before.
Of course you have.
We need
You
proof.
got a great
No,
tattoo
he's got
on your
plenty of things.
back.
He got a tattoo on his back.
I almost got fired at my
obesity.
job because of that Christmas card I sent out.
The best thing.
Oh,
that
yeah,
happened-
tell that story.
Yeah, tell us about
Yeah,
sexual harassment.
So my Christmas card was from the episode where Jason wrestled Luciano. I'm in a bikini, and Jim and Eddie are wrapped around my arms, and they're
That's a way to put it.
Yeah, I'm embracing them, and they're wearing matching shirts, and Jason's in the back with his dick just tight on the singlet. and
Canoodling around
his
in the
dick
singlet.
it was tighter than, oh my goodness. And
Are
yeah.
you gay? Sometimes you sound very gay. When you
Oh
his
my
dick
goodness.
was tight. Oh my goodness.
Well,
It's really tight.
I'm
Oh my
talking it up,
God.
ladies. Like, need to know how his dick looks. Like,
His dick looks like he has 3 testicles.
it does.
It's in fight mode in that. When I
Yeah,
get
no.
that,
Yeah.
when I get in front of people,
And lady, the second rule
time to
of
show.
fight mode is never talk about Jason's penis.
But yeah, no, I thought it would be a nice gift because I always give my Christmas card to my bosses at the time. And yeah, so I thought it'd be a nice gift to give them one of my Christmas cards. I gave it to my assistant manager, and she was like, "Oh, that's fucking ridiculous. I have the same bikini." And she left it on the desk, and I left and came back for work, and my manager was just waiting there. Andrew, can I speak with you in the other room, please? He's Lebanese. He's a Lebanese.
Lebo.
He's a Lebo. And he's old, and he looks like
Pain in the ass, Lebo.
he's a fucking asshole. He took the card out of his desk like upside down, like it was upside down in his desk.
Wow.
Like he hid it and hid it from anyone who would accidentally
Closet
see
homo,
it.
your boss
And he
is.
wouldn't look at it. He opened the desk, wouldn't look at it, handed me the card while looking away from me.
Still
said,
face
"Could you
down."
explain that? Could you explain that?" And I said, "I don't even need to flip it over. I know what it is, and I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to be a problem. I sorry." He goes, "Let me tell you something. There's certain things in this world that shouldn't be discussed or displayed at work." And I'm
and you are
Dress
one
code
of them for
violation.
taco.
But it wasn't as much the picture of you in a bikini. It was the fact that there was cum on it. That's what made it sexual harassment. And it was like several different men's.
but there wasn't blood in the cum, so it wasn't that bad. It could have been worse.
They bukkakied your Christmas card. Why do Americans? This isn't a joke. Why do Americans put photos of themselves on the Christmas cards? That's a real American thing.
To show you
Family pictures.
to show you how they're doing.
How things have progressed. The kids are bigger.
different?
Do you guys send each other the gloating letter? The letter?
No, I'm not a dickhead.
No, but like, did your parents do that?
The newsletter.
No, the fucking
my
newsletters?
dad would write that shit out.
This is all news to me.
It'd be like an annual report of like what's gone down. And typically there was never.
It's a white person thing.
My
You
mother-
wouldn't understand.
I was about to say, I have
part of
no
that.
idea.
I never
what
made
this
it
is.
in the newsletter.
Now the newsletter would always be like this. Like my brother Scott and Danny would be like, Scott's off doing amazing things in the business world, and Danny's now a police officer for 10 years, and we couldn't be prouder. We think he's going to be promoted to sergeant. And Jim, we love Jim.
Me too, buddy. Jason's doing well.
I didn't do anything to
Let's
disappoint
see,
my
and-
mother. I've only improved my life.
But my
See, that's a good thing though. You always got that perspective.
you can never go lower.
No.
No, my unless you become a hooker.
No, because then that'd still be par.
Yeah, it'd be part.
No. There is less respect for a male hooker fucking sucking cocks for drugs than a female woman doing it. No way in the world. That is a lower level.
Yeah.
I
love how Lemud's looking at me like, I don't know. Like he's had some guilt there. Like, I don't know if that's true. Really? Anyway, my parents, one of my skills, this is when I knew I was awesomely funny, was one of my skills as a kid was whenever they got the letter, I was called into the living room to read out the letters because I'd make it quite funny. I'd read out the letters like, oh, good, the Stevensons have written in, and I'd take the piss. I won't do it. I need a letter to do it, though. If I have one of the letters, if someone emails us some of their Christmas letters that they got from other relatives. I will read it out in a
I
humorous
honestly
way.
have never seen one of those. One of those brag
Yeah.
letters.
Have you ever
I've
gotten
never
a-
seen
I
those.
Have you ever
saw
gotten
it
a
for
letter?
the first time the other day with my white friend, and
They're-
it was ridiculous.
They're awful.
It's
Oh, they're
terrible.
long. They're
I
like,
don't have family that
They're
would
like
even
2,
consider
3
doing
sheets
that
of
to me.
paper. This is no small thing. It's like we decided to go on a cruise the other day, and everything's bragging. Everything's like we're doing good shit. It's before Facebook. Now with the Facebook generation, we just brag directly as soon as we do some bit of shit.
Yes.
Where old folks used to save all their bragging up to give to people at Christmas.
Yep.
And they think that people will read that like, isn't it good that they're up to things and we're poor?
That was thoughtful though, because then I could have just thrown it away. That'd have been very nice
true.
of that.
Well, you know what the worst thing is when, okay, because I wanted to get into acting or comedy or whatever. I wanted to be an entertainer, you know. And when I got into all that, there was a cousin or a second cousin that also wanted to be an actor. And so there was a little bit of, there was a bit of mum-offs happening. I call them mum-offs.
The mamas.
You know mum-offs, when two mums meet in a shopping centre
Yeah.
and they sort of like, they do the jets and
Oh,
the
my
shark.
aunts and uncles, they all competed with each other's kids like that.
Yeah.
But they're all retarded, though. It's weird.
Yeah, you want to have one kid.
You
who-
fight over anything, even if it's retarded children.
I honestly just pictured your family reunion
Oh, it's bloody.
and the bragging papers.
There is
He
bloody
learned,
semen.
he
in my
learned to
family.
walk, and off to the 3rd grade he goes.
You know what's sad?
He did, yeah. Right.
Actually,
you got-
I did start school pretty young, and I got through there pretty young.
what-
Not by month 18,
Were you elevated through? Were you?
I was reading at a young age.
and
What
then
happened?
stopped at even.
Actually, they were a lot of feuds, a lot of fighting.
In your family?
Yeah.
How did you get introduced to marijuana?
Oh, out here.
Out here? Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, actually, you know what? The first
Blind
time,
date.
No,
Blind date.
my uncles all smoked it. So
I was wondering
around
if
it.
they were
I mean, I
always
saw it all my life,
They were like, hey, 5-year-old.
but I never smoked it until I was an adult.
I saw it when I was like 3.
I found some.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of things.
No,
you
you-
shouldn't.
you
I used to
saw-
play with the seeds.
You
when I was a
saw
little
it.
kid.
You saw it when you were about 3 months
3
in
months.
the womb.
Yeah, you had it like THC in your blood.
It was.
probably.
It was the only thing that stopped
came
you
out
from being a
stoned.
miscarriage.
Your mom didn't need any medicine when they pulled you out.
No.
You were going to come out premature, and then the pot slowed it down.
Medical marijuana.
My parents, my mom and my dad are divorced, and my dad got remarried, and they totally smoked weed when I was a kid. And I would be like, what's that smell? The incense. So my whole life until I was maybe about 14, I thought weed, when they were smoking weed, they were just lighting incense because they went upstairs and lit incense. And I was a fucking idiot. Like, I'm like, oh, dude, you guys have the same incense as my grandma. I got so pissed. Like,
I was waiting. I wanted you to
Do you
say.
really believe that?
I felt my life
that
was
how
a
it was
fucking
dis-
lie. It
is
was
that what
awful.
happened?
Yeah, I'm like, what does that smell? Like, my stepmom has the same incense. And they're like, that's weed, bro. I'm like,
I was waiting for you
Did
actually
you-
to say you got your first joint, you lit it, and went. Oh.
Did you have did you have that moment with your roommate too? And you go, did you play Tickle too?
Did you ever have that moment where
with your
did
pants?
have you ever mixed up the words? And I have done this, and this isn't just a bit, but I remember doing this a lot as a child, mixing up the words incense and incest.
yeah, but I like,
I've never mixed those two.
I have as a kid, like just going, oh yeah, so Dad had some incest in the living room.
That's like family Christmas for me. No.
that's why it ends in fights. They're like, she's mine now.
Fighting over the women.
What was
You
the
had
funny-
cousin sister
Who
earlier.
are we talking to about pedophilia today?
I don't.
Who
I wasn't.
No, me and you today. When I said someone said something about being molested, I said I had a guy wank off in front of me once.
Oh yeah.
that was us. We
It was
were
a
here.
little while ago.
You were
yeah.
talking to me. And,
It was Farsight who said,
Yeah.
when someone wanked off in front of me, and then Farsight went, oh well, that's not that's not being.
Oh, it was Chris's friend that said
was
that.
Chris's friend said
he
that.
goes, that's not being molested, and you went, yes, it is. You said it so earnestly, like I'm pretty sure it is.
And I hope Eddie's listening to this show
Why?
because we've clarified that. That's molestation.
Yeah. Why did Eddie? Was there an episode?
He's
that-
molesting me a lot.
is he jerking off in front of you? He's like, Jason, watch me. And
No.
like,
You can't molest an adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
can't
can
molest
only
them.
just sexually assault an adult.
We call it propositioning.
Yeah.
You
He always tricks me into
I
that.
remember there was a woman that molested me when I was young. And, it was very upsetting. And then after I paid her,
No.
no, I'm joking.
What are you talking about?
Was it my mom?
I was bringing the room down a bit to make a little joke at the
It was
end.
his babysitter.
He's working us.
Mute said, was it my mum? No, I hadn't been to America at that stage.
Oh, okay.
And I assume your mum wasn't allowed a passport. She'd be on a few drug charges.
Yeah, true. I remember one time I stole shoes together.
Oh,
Really?
that's
It was a sweet
With your mom?
memory.
You
Yeah,
guys
we
went out
stole
and did
shoes.
some
Family
crimes?
Oh, like, you know it's the easiest. You grab a couple with your hands, go in there barefoot, and steal a couple of slip-ons.
Yes, those are the easiest. But yeah, we stole them. It was great. We went
Flip-flops.
Were they nice shoes or were they just shit shoes from Walmart?
Payless.
Fuck it.
I know.
Not worth it.
I know. She didn't even have
family
taste
outing.
then.
I thought you meant. I thought you
Yeah,
meant
why
nice.
weren't they stealing like fucking those ones that are like $500 that they wear on Sex in the City?
You sort of have to look a certain way to even go into those stores. So
Yeah.
Payless is what we were at.
They expect bare people
Yeah.
to walk into
There's an
Payless.
easier
They just
exit to
immediately
get out
knew.
of.
Yeah.
I think you look all right. You could get into any store you wanted
Oh, now.
on Black
Yeah.
Friday.
I worked a
Why is
documentary on
it
Black
called Black Friday?
Friday. It's when all the stores are in the black and they
Yeah,
have
they
the
go in,
lowest sales.
red, black.
It's when all black people decide to spend their
thought it
welfare
was,
checks.
I thought it was from Robinson Crusoe
Woo.
because he was called Friday and he was a black man, and he probably gave things to Robinson at a reasonable price.
Yeah, the next day.
Next day.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Black Friday again. What are you up to, Black Friday? Hey. hey,
Happy Boxing Day.
How are you? Happy Boxing Day. You want to climb up a tree, or you want to get this coconut for $1?
They're up to $4 now.
Fucking hell, Black Friday! It's a bargain. It's Black Friday.
Dude, they were at Target. They were selling the same TV that you have, Westminster 42 inches for $200. That's hard to
42.
pass up.
Yeah, but that's like for 20 people waiting
It
in
is the
line
cheapest,
from, like,
biggest TV
4
in the
a.m.
No,
world.
there were tons of people walking out like just a cart and a TV, and they're souped. I was working on a documentary, and we kept asking them stuff. They were like, "Fuck yeah, I got this TV," and like we were like, "Where's it from? Made in China." They're like, "I don't give a fuck. It was $200," and like they would walk away. They were
Yeah,
so
but where's
fucking
it? Where's the American-made TV?
How many people reacted like that?
I don't think there are any.
So this is
There
the
are
thing: is
4.
they reckon if everybody in America bought one present for American present each, with the fucking economy would be almost fixed or something. If we did it at Christmas.
I would say then Americans need to start making non-shit products.
Well, see, this is the thing. I've bought a car, for an American car and an American pinball machine, both of which broke down in the first week, mind you.
Yep.
And I have so I'm already fixed the economy.
Twice over. Nice.
You've done your
No,
bit.
these are big purchases. I've spent over $47,000 on American goods.
Not to mention the then repairs
People
and
didn't make
maintenance.
that in here.
Yeah.
And the maintenance that I'll constantly have to pay for the rest of my life. And the petrol that I've had to pay for because it guzzles too much petrol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
that
you get to
goes
feel
to-
good about it.
It's your
'Cause you
big
bought
video
American.
game. It's your big real life video game. Oh, wow. Every time you go by the patch,
Oh my god.
we all see you go gunning up the street, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Speed limit.
There's nothing you can say. It's a really cool car. It
Oh,
is
it's fun.
It's
That thing
just
is
one of those.
baller as shit.
It is just one of those things where it's like, well, you know what? People need to go out and buy things that say "Made in America," and I said, well, then make them cheaper than China and better, and I'll buy them.
Well,
Yeah.
see, here's your problem here because Americans can't work for that low wage because
Neither
the
can Mexicans
The
either.
housing's too expensive for them to do it. So that's where it falls down a little bit.
So it all goes back to the
Giving
real
our
estate market
jobs
again.
away.
Property.
Like,
Well, what's your solution, Ray?
Figure it out.
Okay, then.
Oh, it's that fucking.
He is
simple.
really
that
going to be
simple.
president.
It
soon.
is that. It
you know
is that
what?
simple.
There's
Figure
still,
it
It
out.
comes down
there's
to
still people
capitalism.
that are selling American products. Like the Mute fell out of an American product.
The Mute is an American product.
I am an American product.
But you think because it was made in America,
Just
it broke down really.
All I'm saying is figure it
Oh,
out.
I'm joking. I'm going to stop. I'm going to hurt your
Yeah, why are you hooked
No, you're
into
not
him
gonna hurt
so
my
much?
feelings.
I want to
Heroin!
Heroin, yes.
It's addicting.
Doing heroin dead mum jokes is addictive. I don't care what anyone says.
It's true.
Oh shit!
We gotta wean him off. Someone get some.
It's not the heroin. I'm addicted to the needle.
Hey, what did you do for Christmas, Ernie?
I went up north to Fresno. I have some family over there.
Did you eat them?
I ate a lot though. These tamales to like Mexican.
Oh, that's got to be amazing.
There's
dude.
nothing
really
like a
good.
tamale Christmas.
Tamale
But, like,
Christmas.
Homemade tamales.
That is amazing.
It is. It's like a
That is
tradition.
a-
My
that
mom
is a
makes
Mexican
them. It's like
perk.
a deal. It's fucking awesome.
You know what I had? I
Did you
had,
do any
I had
mushrooms?
prawns and
Did
seafood.
you do any mushrooms on
That's what
Christmas?
Australians do.
I want to do some mushrooms.
We're gonna do the mushrooms soon because
We should do them right now. Yeah.
What?
Do you remember the celebration?
I know.
It's here.
Nice.
We're good to go. Let's roll out.
Let's do it.
I saw the one time the ceiling looked
not
like
tonight.
cottage cheese. It was like, it was amazing.
Not tonight because tonight I've got a big show tomorrow and it'll take
That
me,
would be bad.
it would take me a long time to get
Or
over.
amazing.
Like it's a big 2,000. I'm
May have the
I'm
best-
doing like a 2,000 seat theater, and if I just rock up on mushrooms, like and I'll be in the depressed bit where I'm coming down, and I'm like, my mom didn't love me.
Isn't that where you do your best work?
Yeah, I'll be have a blanket around me, and I'll be shivering walking around the stage.
That's when you become a legend. When you lose your shit on stage.